welcome back to Wake Up Abundant, your 7 minutes or less daily reset reframe. Today is day 2 of Overflow in October. I am so excited for the topic we're going to talk about today. But first, let's get into our 3 deep intentional breaths. Close your eyes if you can. If not, just breathe it in with me. Inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale intentionally. Exhale, release something that does not serve you. Again, inhale. Exhale. No longer subscribing to anything that cuts off our overflow. We're going to talk about scarcity thinking and how we're kind of addicted to it. We're addicted to the stories that keep us small. We're addicted to the familiar. We're addicted to complaining. It is so much easier to complain, to stay small, to talk about all the reasons why it cannot happen versus all the reasons why it could happen, versus all the things you can control, versus just accepting where you are or changing it. Scarcity thinking is your enemy. And scarcity thinking is not just money related, it is in all levels of life. Our lack stories are stories that empower us in the wrong direction, but they make us feel purposeful. Like a big part of being human is feeling like you belong, like feeling like you have a purpose, and you do have a purpose. But sometimes we think our purpose is to project our lack stories. That is how we feel purpose driven. This is happening to me because of XYZ. I am the victim of XYZ. And I'm not saying that there's not real reasons behind these, but these reasons that you are in lack, that you are in scarcity, cannot stay with you if you want to experience overflow. You have to remove the addiction to scarcity thinking. And it starts with analyzing. In my course, Generating Abundance, I have this section called Abundance DNA Mapping. Why is it called Abundance DNA Mapping? It's because we go into the DNA of where your abundance lies, or where exactly did it end? Where did the lies begin? And how far back does it go? Does it go just your mom's lineage? Or is it your grandma's lineage? Or is it your great-grandma's lineage? When you have oppression in your lineage, you are going to have a lot more to work through than most people. So I want you to know that it's not necessarily your fault that you've learned these scarcity thought patterns, that you are in love with lack. This is probably your childhood. Even there were great moments in childhood, most parents did not know what we know now. So they did their best with what they had. We want to get into understanding you, understanding your own DNA when it comes to abundance, when it comes to scarcity. What does it look like for you when you think about your childhood and lack and not being enough and not asking for more and just accepting the bare minimum? Where did you learn that? You have to pay attention to what that looks like. Pay attention in your adulthood. Where are you addicted to the victim complaining? Where does it serve you? Because sometimes it does serve you. And I'm not judging, girl. We've all been there. Really, all of us, including me. Still there sometimes where I'm like, oh, woe is me, divorced child. Woe is me, been cheated on. Woe is me is a real fucking thing. Woe is me, all the trauma. I understand stories, but I want you to understand that it doesn't need to be your story. It no longer needs to be your story. You do not need to continue that story. It could end. You do not need to be addicted to that story. Just like addicted to complaining. The reason why you're complaining is because right now you feel so out of control. Your life currently does not reflect what you truly want, which is abundance, which is overflow, which you get to have. But because you don't get to have that, complaining feels like you got the control, but it's the opposite. You're pushing away what you really deserve, and you're calling in more things to complain about. So we want to cut that off. We are going to go on a complaining detox for October. No complaining if you are participating in Overflow Challenge. I know this is going to be hard, so I'm going to let you guys have 3 dings, right? So you can complain 3 times throughout October. And if something is bothering you, you can vent, you can talk about it. I'm not telling you to suppress your emotions, but you'll know the difference between I need to talk about this because it's hurting me versus I just want to bitch and I just want to moan about this topic. It feels good, don't get me wrong, but it's actually not serving you. That is going to be your little homework today. All right, guys, we are finishing up for day 2. I just want to leave you with another intention. Here's your intention for day 2 is I want you to catch yourself when you want to lean into the victim mode. What's a new story you can tell yourself? You don't always have to be a victim. You can be the hero of your own story. You get to save yourself, and that's pretty damn cool. So I want you to find those patterns today and let me know how it goes. Remember, if you have not downloaded the workbook, I highly suggest downloading it so that you can go even deeper and just really integrate everything we're learning here. I'm hoping that by the time this episode comes out, the physical workbook on Amazon is out so that you guys can have a physical journal because that's a vibe, but TBD. Know that the PDF is there for you right now. All right, guys, I will see you in day 3. Bye.